Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
I just wrecked my father-in-law's car by hitting a moose up here.
Oh, no.
And
so much going on in that sentence.
Is that like a Tuesday in Alaska? Like, how often does this happen?
We literally have a sign on the side of the road that has a number counter saying how many times the moose has been hit. So
right.
Wow.
You know,
I have added a number to that.
Okay. And did you kill the moose?
I broke its leg, and then the cops had to come, put it down, unfortunately. That's how it goes up here.
Terrible. All right.
It's the last frontier, that's for sure.
Hey, I got to tell you, George, you may not know this about me, but back when I was in my early 20s, I worked on a Senate race in Alaska and spent a summer campaigning in Alaska.
I did not know that.
And so you would see moose at nighttime just chewing on people's trees in their front yard, like we see deer.
Are they a real nuisance over there, Randall?
Oh, yeah.
They really are, actually.
Okay.
I had 4 of them in my front yard the other day, and somebody else hit one of them and totaled their car. So it happens on a regular occurrence.
Well, we're very sorry about that, and I got to tell you, does the father-in-law know yet? Or are we the first to know? Oh, boy.
Okay. He knows.
Oof.
He knows, but it's
How'd
the
that go?
insurance that's making things tricky.
Well, so tell me about this. What's happening?
What's the deal with insurance?
This isn't the first car I totaled of his, but it was his car that he owned. I know. I'm a terrible son-in-law.
Maybe you should stop driving his cars. Let's start with this.
You're the common denominator here. I'm not even blaming the moose anymore.
I think you guys might be right, but this instance, it was a little tricky because 2 years ago he bought the car because he was going to come up and visit me and the wife and the kids, and he used it for 2 weeks, and he hasn't been back in the last 2 years, and so he told us we could drive the car as long as I maintain it and I, pay insurance on it.
All right.
But we put the car and titled it under my name and registered it in my name because I'm up here in the state. And if anything were to happen, I were to handle it. Okay. And so I have this insurance policy, and I expected this clunky $3,500 car to only get like a $3,000 payout. But for whatever reason, the insurance came back with a $10,000 payout. And so it's a lot higher than expected, but I don't know who that money should go to. I kind of want the money, but it's kind of my father-in-law's car. But at the same time, I'm the title holder and I'm the insurance policy holder.
Which makes you,
what to do.
Yeah, this is sticky, but I mean, legally, it's your car.
That's
because he signed the title over.
Was going.
What was the agreement when you guys made this deal? Was it, hey, I'm going to pay you this much money eventually, or what?
It was, if I pay the insurance and maintain the vehicle, I can drive it. And then we just kind of laughed and went on with our way. We didn't really communicate about it.
Well, wait a second. At some point, he had to sign the title over to you.
Well, when he bought the vehicle, he never signed it over into his name. We just went to the DMV and signed it into my name.
But he paid for it in full?
Yes.
What did he pay for it?
$3,500.
Okay. All right, so what's the conversation been with him now? Because I appreciate all this detail.
Was this a loan? Did he say, hey, I'm going to need this money back, but you're going to pay the insurance, it'll be in your name?
No.
It was just essentially a gift.
Unfortunately, he's not much of a communicator. He never said that it was ours and it was a gift, but he said we can use it, and we've used it like it's ours, and we've used it for 2 years, and he's used it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but what is he saying now? We've established how this all happened. What is he saying now?
Now he is saying that he's the owner of the vehicle, and if I wanted a payout, then I should have bought the vehicle. But that's actually the scenario I tried proposing to him is let me just buy the vehicle from you right now. And this was before I knew what the insurance payout was. Let me just buy it from you and make it official.
He is not entitled to the payout. If you want to give him the $3,500 that he put into it, that's fine, and let that be off your conscience. But I'm not going to give him a check for $10,000 while you're out of a car. You're going to be back in the situation again. He's going to buy you a car that you're going to have to maintain and own, yet he has these weird purse strings attached. I don't like this.
Let me ruffle your feathers some more, George.
I'm ruffled.
He started contacting the insurance agencies so that he could get updates and try to get the total amount disclosed to him behind my back. And he's the type that will, cut off ties
Don't they have to like
relationship-wise
verify
with his
identity? How does he even have access to talk to your insurance folks?
I'm not 100% sure, but the insurance has been sending him emails and discussing this policy with him. So I don't even know if this is kosher.
It's not. Well, first of all, this is all right. This is a relationship mess.
Right.
And boy, I got to tell you, I'm very excited. George is ruffled. I'm fired up. And I'll tell you why. I always wanted to be one of those judges on TV. You know what I mean? When people come in and it's Judge Ken. And this is a Judge Ken kind of dream scenario to try to figure out, because you've got, on one hand, George, the father-in-law does buy the car with his money. And I'm going to make this up, but in natural law, that's his car. But
correct,
he goes to the DMV and literally lets Randall sign the title as though it's his. So legally, under the real law, it's Randall's car. Now, father-in-law wants the money. He sees a little windfall. This is my car. I'm letting you take care of it. He was the best of both worlds. I'm a good father-in-law. I got my daughter, sweet daughter. It's like you buying a car for me as loser husband down the road.
Oh, gosh. I don't want to think about that.
But, Randall, you aren't a loser at all, I don't think. Just kidding, Randall. So now you got the situation where he does this favor for you guys, but he wants you to handle the insurance. Now he wants the money. This is manipulative in every sense of the word. And, Randall, this is a problem. But I'm bringing all this up and kind of laying it out here because you have one response. This is not your car legally. You let me use it. He's going to say, yeah, but you know what I did and I bought it and blah, 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 blah. And so you're going to have to come down to not what is right in the grand sense of the word, but what is right for your relationship going forward, unfortunately. And I think there's got to be a meeting in the middle, George, in order to make Thanksgiving
That's
bearable.
where I think the compromise is. I'm going to give him the money he paid in. That gets him out of this. Don't care what he feels like he's deserved.
I agree.
That's what I would do, Randall.
But
Has your wife
that's going to be ugly.
What does Randall's wife think about this?
What does your
Has
wife
she talked
say
to him?
She's too much like her father, and I told her she's not allowed to talk to her parents right now until I figure it out, because she might make the situation worse.
You told her she's not allowed to talk to her parents? This is a soap opera.
Until we figure it out.
No, you don't tell your wife she's not allowed to talk to her parents.
Well, I meant about the situation. I'm not going to refuse her from FaceTiming with grandma.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Kind.
We
said our piece.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.